with the educated opinion on topics of all varieties. This your boy Bubba, and you already know what I'm about to say, right? You are listening to Bubba's Banter. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your motherfucking boy. I ain't gotta say no names, right? But I am, anyways, your boy Bubba, and you are watching and also listening to Bubba's Banter. I hope you guys living well, feeling well. I know y'all looking at me like, is he blonde now? Yes, I went back to blonde. I am a blonde boy again. It's actually going to get a little bit brighter. Right now, it's just like I did the one little tone. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep it here because I don't want to like over process my hair. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like give myself like a couple days, and then I'm gonna hit it with another process to give it that bright blonde, like the kind of icy white blonde with a little bit of the vanilla, because I got vanilla cream toner in here. Give it a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of that, and we'll see what it do, okay? Because yeah, I love the blonde color. I love it. But yeah, it's just the top of my head. The sides is still black. So next week when I go get my little fade for my birthday, yeah, also my birthday is next week. So hey, me. Hey. I'll be 36, baby. Oh, getting old. Getting fucking old. But yeah, so once I could get my hair faded up next week, we will see. It's gonna look a lot better and like fresher. But I love it. I love being blonde. I love it. But yeah, I hope you guys are living well, feeling well. I'm doing okay. I'm, chilling. But tonight we're just going to do Dish That because there's a lot of stuff to talk about in the social media world, and I'm loving what what we've been dealing with here. So, before I start the show, you already know what I'm about to say, right? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, give me a thumbs up, please. Share this video as you will, because I'm trying to, beat the algorithm. Also, follow me on my social medias, which is The Real Doc Dre, Bubba's Banter Podcast, and also follow me on Facebook, which is Bubba's Banter. If you're listening to my audio version, because I know y'all like to listen to the sexy ass voice of mine, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a sexy ass voice and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Give y'all that daddy voice, that bedroom voice. But anyways, if you listen to my audio version, please make sure you're subscribing to all of my streaming platforms or whatever streaming platform you're on. Like I said before, beggars can't be choosers, you know what I'm saying? But if you should choose anyone, please choose Spotify, because that my show is hosted by Spotify for podcasters. But yeah, and y'all already know what I'm about to say, because I always say to every freaking show, go get those bearskin underwear. They were designed with the big boy in mind. Summer is over, but you know what I'm saying, if you want to go get you some swimwear for next summer, go ahead and do that. But yeah, go get you some bearskin underwear, and if you use my promo code Bubba, you will get 15% off in the checkout. All right. So let's get right into the show. So the first things I want to talk about this, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a little bit. I'm trying to get it up here. There we go. Okay. So TS Madison opens up about her first experience dating a trans man. So I think last week this show's been like going viral. I love me some TS Madison. First off, I gotta say that TS, I like to say that's my mother. That's my gay mother. I mean, she's trans, but you know what I mean. That's my mother. Most gay people have a gay mother. I got a gay mother. You know what I'm saying? But we all kind of have like that person who we kind of look up to and get inspired from. She's one that I really get inspired from about how I do my content and just the way I move in life and just being honestly and open and being myself. You know what I'm saying? So I love me some TS Madison. Like that's mother. But she's been getting a lot of backlash lately, and I really wanted y'all to like get off mama, get off mother, because mother is mother, and she gonna say what she gonna say. Sometimes her delivery may be messed up, but I don't think her delivery has its intent of being transphobic. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today, because I think a lot of people have been trying to say that she's transphobic. I'm gonna play this video right quick because this video FYI, when I play this, do not get mad. Because I know how y'all like to tussle, but I like to tussle too though. So I'm gonna play this video real quick.
I didn't reduce my trans friend down to his anatomy because I liked everything else, but it just came to when it came down to having stipulations on sexual, how we were going to have sex.
That was the deal breaker.
That was the deal breaker for me, because it's like, you not finna be fucking me with no dildo.
So basically, you saying that you would have been in a relationship, but you just would be having a different sex partner.
You weren't fucking me with no dildo.
That was really your only. That's your real only.
You ain't fucking me with no dildo.
It's so beautiful.
I'm all right with everything else. I was like, okay, I might could do this. I didn't, but
listen, some things are just funny, y'all. Like, stop taking everything so personal. Some things are so, like, Maddie has a comedic spirit that you can say what you want. It's like, I watch Fact Talk. I've been watching Maddie for a really long time. So I discovered Madison through a friend of mine when I was in the closet. Shout out to Dan. He showed me videos of Maddie back in the day, and I didn't even know she was a porn star at one point in her life until I started watching her more, and she started talking about it a lot. So I found her through my friend, and like I've been watching Maddie since. Even when she came here to Portland, I was mad I didn't get a picture with her. When she came to Portland Barracuda, I was pissed off. But like, I love me some fucking Madison. And I don't believe that Madison was being transphobic here. And I think that's something that we don't, like, we need to start really like taking into consideration and actually like listening to people and like digesting what they're saying. A lot of times people just listen to argue. And I think that's what happened here, because I think Maddie was talking about a preference of hers, of like, she was offended at the fact that's like, I can't sexually be this. I can't do any, I have all these fucking sexual restrictions, and I find you attractive, and I have all these sexual restrictions with you. You're not doing all that with me. Like, maybe once in a while. I'm not putting those words in Maddie's mouth, but I'm saying I understand what she's saying. Like, I really do, because I've been in the same exact situation with somebody where it was just like, sis, like, I fuck with you. I think you cool, but like, this is just something that's not going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times we don't really take that into consideration, that like sometimes our delivery be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And just like now, I just said sis. I didn't say sis in the sense of like misgendering that person. I said sis in the sense of like, that's just how I use my lingo when I'm being comedic. Like, sometimes we say stuff and we don't necessarily mean it in the way that we're saying it. And or like, our intent is not to be, bashing someone or like disrespecting someone or making someone feel small or, reducing someone down to their genitalia, because I don't think that's what Maddie was doing. Her being a trans person herself, I'm pretty sure she's probably had, cis men tell her like, yo, like, I think you fine and shit, but you can only be a bottom. I don't want to see your thing getting hard. I don't want to see your thing sticking up. I don't want to suck your thing. And furthermore into this conversation, I think she even said like, she doesn't want the man that she's with to be obsessed with her dick. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense too. But at the same time, I think a lot of times we have to take into consideration is like this is her experience and what she was saying. It's what she was saying. I think it was funny as hell. I just think that we need to stop trying to cancel people because we like laughing is fucking fun. I don't understand how people just do not laugh and like just everything has to be serious all the time. Like you can't say shit anymore in this day and age. And I know people are gonna get mad at me for even saying this because there's sometimes where I've said stuff on here and I'm like, I feel myself like I have to kind of backtrack on it or like watch how I say something because at the expense of someone getting very sensitive and being mad about it and wanting to argue about it and quote unquote cancel someone. You know, I feel like in today's age we just do too much exiling and not enough understanding. You know, and sometimes like Maddie is always apologizing. On Fact Talk, they're always her and Craig are always apologizing. Always. They would say something if it wasn't fucking if it wasn't fucking, you know, the whole shit with what's the motherfucker? I think that 15 minutes is almost over. Miss Netta and Charles. If it wasn't them, it's this. If it wasn't about the church girls, it's like it's always something with them on Fact Talk where they can't talk about shit without, you know, having to come on and apologize. Like, girl, some things is just comedic and funny as hell. And I get it, like at the expense of what? The expense of having just to be able to laugh about something, have fucking humor about something. Sometimes you are in funny situations, and sometimes you'll look at something and you'll be like, that actually kind of does look the way that it looks. It's kind of funny, but maybe it's not that way, but it's still fucking funny. Like, I don't understand how y'all just. I just want to get on the internet all day and argue and be serious about shit, and no one can laugh about nothing. And I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm really, really, really tired of it. Like, there's some times where I'm like, I'm scared to content create because I'm scared that, you know, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, that, you know, what if one of my videos go viral? Or I got a podcast topic that I've been sitting on for about 2-3 weeks now that I've been wanting to talk about on here, but I'm so scared to talk about it because I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna offend some people if I talk about it in the way that I want to talk about it, or, you know. And relatively, I think it's a very positive conversation that I want to have. So I really get it. I understand it, but it's just like I'm so tired of seeing people always having to argue about fucking, you know, this stuff. I really don't understand it. So yeah. But love me some TS Madison. Make sure y'all follow her YouTube, follow her on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I love me some Maddie. So yeah. Anyways, next conversation that we're going to talk about today. So the next conversation I want to talk about is y'all already know Cowboy Carter. Let's talk about Cowboy Carter, if we will, right? So I know y'all mad and y'all want to tussle because, like I said, I know y'all like to tussle. But Miss Cowboy Carter did not get any nominations for a CMA. If you don't know what a CMA is, a Country Music Awards. I'm actually okay with that. I have to just say that I'm actually okay with her not getting a CMA. Like, her legacy is not going to be damaged because she didn't get a CMA. Like, and I think that, like, we have to stop arguing about stuff like this because at the end of the day, like, what is so big about her getting a CMA? Why does Beyonce have to be the first ever to do everything? Like, like Beyonce has a legacy already. Like, everything that she has done and the things that she's doing and where she's at right now in her career, like, she's legendary. She's already, like, her legacy is already there. She's done legacy fucking things, bro. Like, she's there. At this point, Beyonce might as well just start going back to acting. I mean, do something else other than music, because at the end of the day, music is her stronghold. Like, she's cold. She's great. She's a great performer. She does really, really well. Like, at this point, Beyonce can do whatever the fuck she want to do. And to be honest, like maybe Cowboy Carter was not received well anyways. And y'all know it was not received well. When she announced that she was doing a country album, I had already knew that Beyonce, I knew that after she did this album, that it was not going to be received well by that community, because a lot of people do not like Beyonce. Beyonce has Beyonce have made a lot of people mad, especially when she did that whole Super Bowl shit with the formation and shit. It had on the suits and everything, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's against the police," blah blah blah. Like, yeah, like a lot of people do not fuck with Beyonce. They do not like Beyonce, and mostly because of some of her fans. I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm not a Beehive though. Don't come for me though. But I'm coming for you, because a lot of times, a lot of shit that happens with Beyonce and people don't want to listen or fuck with Beyonce or like gravitate towards her is because sometimes her fans are just like really sometimes. And I mean, I'm not gonna argue and be mad about it. Oh, it's a race thing. I don't give a fuck at this point. I know that being over there with that community of people, it don't matter. And that's just what it is. That's just really what it is. And I feel like what Beyonce did with Cowboy Carter is that she exposed a lot of people to new different like artists. She really did open up this lane of like, oh, let me go fuck with these artists over there who are already like popping as Black country singers, and let me put some of them on, like Shaboozey. Like a lot of people did not know who Shaboozey was. I started listening to Shaboozey like a year and a half ago. I actually discovered him on TikTok by there's this TikTok dude who I kind of like copy the whole cowboy aesthetic from. Like I started following his cowboy aesthetic, and then I saw that he had a video with Shaboozey, like playing Shaboozey's music, and I ended up start following Shaboozey, listening to Shaboozey's music, and I've been listening to him for like a year and a half. And so then when he got on the Beyonce album, it was like, oh shit, this dude is getting big now. This dude's getting hella big, and he started getting really like people started knowing who he was. Not saying he didn't have notoriety. He just started really, like when he got on Beyonce album, people started listening to Shaboozey, and that's I guess you could say the Beyonce effect. There's a lot of other country singers that Beyonce have been kind of like endorsing as well, and so she's opened up that door for people to actually like know that there's actually Black, country singers over there. And so I think that's dope. And I think that's one of the things that we have to take into consideration with Beyonce, is that that's just really what it is. Like she's opening the doors, helping people, and like, being fucking Beyonce at the end of the day. So I just don't understand why people are so angry about that she didn't get a CMA. Like, oh well, she doesn't need one. She does not need to have a CMA. She doesn't need to have one. She doesn't even need to have a nomination. Oh well. Cool. Like cool. Whatever. Like get over it, y'all. And just enjoy the album. You know what I'm saying? And wait for the next album that's gonna come out, which I know is gonna fucking be dope as shit. But yeah, whatever. So I know that I said I wouldn't talk about politics on here, because I've been really revering about having, political shows, like stuff like that. But I just cannot go without talking about the election. The electional debate last night between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And before y'all say anything, because I got a comment about, pronouncing Kamala Harris' name. Listen, I'm Black, bitch. And we we pronounce everybody's name wrong, okay? And yeah, do I need to be fixed? Do I need to correct myself? Yeah, I'll correct myself when the person whose name it is corrects me, okay? So if I call her Kamala or Kamala or this or that or whatever, bitch, just listen, just take it, okay? Because I was, listen. I know that sounds problematic as fuck, but like, I'm dead ass. Like, don't be coming in my comments, and I don't even know if the person was Black or not, because I hate when like white people, you know what? White people will learn a black person's name and be like, "Ooh, I'm black now," or I'm in with the blacks." Like, no, motherfucker, you're not. Like, you're not, nigga. Like, you're not. Like, okay, you said a black person's name better than mine or better than me. Okay, ooh, brownie points. Like, don't be fucking coming for me. Anyways, Kamala Harris. Oh, ate his ass up last night. Kamala Harris ate his ass up last night. I don't even care. Like, you as a Trump supporter have to even say that Kamala ate his ass up last night. Like, she ate him up. She ate him the fuck up. And I think, like, it's like, why can't we just like, oh, sorry, I got enough motherfucking text. Like, why can't we just like be truthful to exactly what's happening right now? Because at the end of the day, like, Kamala was looking like she was very, very presidential up there. And I really don't pay attention a lot to the debate stuff. But like, I watched that one live last night and I was like, oh my God, she eat him up. She answered the questions. She didn't like evade anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, she actually was like eating him alive. And the shit that he was saying, like, what we learned, and this is what I would say, and I was going to say this at the last point of it, but like, what we've learned about last night's debate is that Donald Trump has no plan for climate change. He has no plan for healthcare. He has no plan for, like, benefiting the low and middle income American at all. You know what I'm saying? He has no plan for supporting, our military. He has no plan in investing in our, future country to come. He just wants to have this position. He wants to have that comeback story. He wants to have status. And he just sits up there and lie. Like when he said immigrants are eating cats and dogs. Immigrants are eating cats and dogs in fucking Springfield. Like, what? Like, bitch, when I say I laughed my ass off so motherfucking loud, like cats and like immigrants are eating cats and dogs. Like, like, and the memes for that shit, like the memes, bro, like people was posting, and I love me some Twitter, bitch, but Twitter was eating his ass up. Twitter was eating Donald Trump the fuck up. Like, he talked about Joe Biden. Like, this motherfucker here, this motherfucker here, this motherfucker here, that motherfucker here. Like, oh my God. We talk about Joe Biden. Like, he was looking like Joe Biden 2.0. Like, he was just sitting up there lying and just looking like, you know what? Trump just reminds me of like that kid that just lied for no reason in school for people to believe him. Like, I remember, y'all know, we all had that kid that wanted to showboat so much that he would just sit there and lie about every single thing, right? Like, you had to have that class, that student in your class that always lied to like just make himself seem bigger than what he is, and that is exactly what Joe Biden, or not Joe Biden, but that's exactly what Donald Trump is that he did last night. Like, he literally looked like somebody who just like wanted to make himself look bigger. He was showboating, and it was like showboating lies though, because it was like he was just lying about everything. Like, just lying about everything. And that was one of the things that I was catching up on, is just like all the things that he lied about was what really really like got me. Like, I was on Twitter and I saw this meme that said, hug your pets hug your pet site tonight. Apparently, they're eating cats and dogs in Springfield. Like, dude, do you understand how bad this is now? Like, Kamala ate his ass up. Kamala ate his ass up. She ate him up. She ate him up. She ate him the fuck up. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Like, if you go back and look at the highlights and just look at like how this man was making all these lies, like one of the things that he's talking about, how crime is just so crazy over, and you know, the crime rate has went up and blah blah blah, and the moderators are eating his ass up too. Like, even the whole thing about the abortion, like after what's this shit called? Shit, I forgot the terminology for it, but it's called like infanticide or some shit. Yeah, infanticide. And they were like, there's no state that infanticide is illegal. Like, no one's getting abortions after the baby is born. Like, dude is just like, it's just lies. It's as if he like looked up on Twitter like things to come up with and didn't know what to say. Like, who prepped you for this, bro? Because you just feel on your ass. Like, it's just horrible. It's horrible. But yeah. Speaking of debates, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucking Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl 59 announcement got so motherfucking people in their motherfucking feelings, bro. Like, so many people are in their feelings about this. And I want to talk about it right quick. So y'all already know I'm Team Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But how I really feel is like, I understand people's sentiments about Lil Wayne being, you know, chosen for Super Bowl 59, like finally, like as a headliner, like that would have been kind of cool. But I think the reason why he didn't get chosen is because Lil Wayne is not healthy. Like, I'm sorry, I have to say it. Like, so many people have talked about him and his performances and things of that sort. And I know we kind of wanted, you know, Wayne to get up there and bring out, you know, Cash Money, then bring out Drake and Nicki, you know, and then bring out, you know, Young Money or, you know, No Limit, you know, all that. We wanted to have a New Orleans type of Super Bowl. And I get it. I hella get it, right? Like, that's what we envision. But for y'all to be so mad now that Kendrick got it, it's like, be real though. Like, be 100 real. Like, be real though. Like let's be 100% real. Like, New Orleans, the Super Bowl been in New Orleans 10 times, and not one of y'all that's being mad about it now say anything about it now. Like, it really is because Kendrick is doing it. It's because it's a hip hop artist from the West Coast doing it. Yeah, he was not the headliner he was not the headliner for the year before Usher. He wasn't the headliner. He was a part of the show. Dr. Dre was the headliner. So that's the difference, is that Kendrick was not the headliner. He's the headliner for a Super Bowl 59. And let's be real. If I got the call to headline the Super Bowl after coming off the year that I just had, you think I'm going to be like, oh, okay, no, because I think Lil Wayne should do it. Like, why would I say no? Why would I let down that type of opportunity? Like, people got to look at it from that perspective too. Like, why would he do that? There's no reason to do that either. Like, we're talking about this, but there's no reason to do that. There's no reason to give up this big ass opportunity, especially when it wasn't like it was just given to him. Let's not act like Kendrick ain't been working hard. And when people say, what songs is Kendrick gonna play? There's Poetic Justice, motherfucking Money Trees, Humble, Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick has tons of tracks that he can do. He even have some tracks with pop stars. So it's not like Kendrick's not gonna bring nobody out. It's not he's not gonna make it a hip hop night either. So if Kendrick has the ability to bring out tons of different people, and he just came off like last year, just had the best selling tour because how fucking unique it was. So it's not like he's not gonna have like a good performance, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Get out of here. Oh, Kendrick is too woke. It's no, y'all act like he gonna get up here and be like rapping about woke shit. And if he does, what's the point? What's wrong with him enlightening people? You can have a party and still fucking listen to some good fucking music. Like there's this tweet that I saw too about what's the name? I want to show y'all right quick. It says, I've worked with Lil Wayne before for Grammy performances, and personal feelings that would be the biggest mistake ever as the headliner for the biggest performance of the year, the Super Bowl. He has showed up to 0 rehearsals. We didn't even think that he would make the performance. The last minute, he was in the building and ran on stage for the performance and ran back into oblivion. Never got to meet him after a week of rehearsal for a show. Kendrick is one of the greatest rap performers ever and unapologetically black, and his message in its Black History Month, it's going to be a spectacle. This is Sean Harrison. He obviously works with Grammy performances and stuff, so there was that. Like, I've seen videos of Lil Wayne performances, and sorry to say, he's not really a good performer. Like, he's not. He's like super high at his shows. He just gets super zooted. It's like, is that the type of shit that I want to pay for? Like that's why I've never been to a Lil Wayne concert, because I've heard that a lot about him. Like, people are like, oh yeah, Lil Wayne concert, that shit was trash. I spent $175, you know what I'm saying, just to see him walk around the stage smoking weed and like forgetting his lyrics and shit. Like I really wasted a lot of fucking money going to his shows. And I mean, I still want to see him perform one day live. I would love to see that, see how he is. But I've seen videos of him, and I understand why they don't want him to perform. And like everybody mad and shit now. Like, you have a plethora of celebrities, including Nicki Minaj and Baby, and oh yeah, fuck these motherfuckers. They hating on Wayne. They hating on Wayne. They know Wayne want to do blah blah blah. And Wayne want to do this, and it's like at the same time too, you also have to ask yourself like, you have to also to understand that the Super Bowl literally doesn't pick people to like do something in their home state. Like, no one does that. Like, bro, Usher was in Vegas last year. And honestly, the thing with Usher being in Vegas was that, like, I honestly believe that his residency did some good shit for him. That really blew him up. He had a fucking great year with his residency. People loved his residency. Usher's fucking cold. He got multiple hits. Like, Usher's that guy. So, of course, like, yeah, like, oh shit, Usher, dope as shit. But you know who I really want to see do a Super Bowl performance? Fucking Chris Brown. That's who I want to see do a Super Bowl performance. I know that's off topic, but that's one person that I would love to see do a Super Bowl performance. Like, I hope he gets chosen one of these years, like maybe next year. But I would love to see Chris Brown do a Super Bowl performance because he's so fucking cold. And I know he would eat that shit. Like, Chris Brown would eat that shit. He would literally be one of the best Super Bowl performances if he does it. Like, I think he should. That's the person who next year should get chosen to do the Super Bowl, to me, at least. So, but yeah, I feel bad. But at the same time, I really do understand like why people, you know, are mad because it's New Orleans. So, you know, of course, like Wayne is New Orleans. Like that's his city. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, don't be mad all of a sudden now because Kendrick was chosen. Like he was just chosen. Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, anyways, thank you guys for coming in and bantering with your boy. I want to say thank you guys again for liking, sharing, subscribing, and just supporting me forever. Also, I want to say I am going to start being a little more active with my YouTube. I've been feeling a little uninspired lately, but I'm about to get back on the ball. I might come out with a new segment so I can start posting videos weekly. I do have a new show that I'm going to be watching very, very soon. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I have a new show that I'm going to be watching, and that way I can do my little reviews and shit like that. I've been thinking about doing like shows like in my car, like heading to wherever I'm going to, and doing like a mini show where I'm just like talking to y'all from my cell phone on StreamYard and being like talking to y'all, and then post that shit up on my YouTube page. I got a whole lot of ideas that I've been trying to conjure up just to like keep my show a little active. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But again, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also share. Follow me on my social medias, which is The Real Doc Dre, Bubba's Banter Podcast, and also follow me on my Facebook page, which is Bubba's Banter. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on all of my streaming platforms. Again, whatever you choose, because beggars can't be choosers, right? But make sure if you do anyone is Spotify, because this show is hosted by Spotify for podcasters. And yeah, go get those bearskin underwear. Use my promo code Bubba. And yeah, that's all I got to say. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.